everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch Stories from Motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
It was very cool. Yeah, we, hit it off with, I think Dale Jr. was very young then, just getting his career going, but, with Dale Sr., he talked about racing a cup car, driving, and the potential to drive for him, that was part of the discussion. And he spent, Dale Sr. spent a fair amount of time talking to my wife about it. After Little 24. But, tragically he was killed a few weeks later. But the team never did not forget. And Ty North was in today's terms, the team principal of DEI back then. And I literally got a call out of the blue in the spring of 2003, when Steve Park got hurt, asked if they let you drive the Pennzoil car at Sonoma and Watkins Glen. And they had not forgotten that Dale Sr. always wanted me to drive one of his cars one day, and there was the opportunity. So we ended up getting an opportunity to drive for DEI numerous times. But the first race for us, 03 at Sonoma, was a race that got away from us. We ended up 7th, but a very untimely caution really cost us a chance for them, because we were leading pretty late in the race, come out to our last pit stop, and we got caught out still on the track when the caution came out, and almost the entire field behind us had already pitted. We were trying to stretch our own fuel, and when the caution came out, and just to back up half a step for your listeners, in NASCAR in particular, which is different than the ovals. You want to pit under a caution on an oval because of the length of the lap. On a road course, because it's much longer, you want to pit under green because you can stay on the lead lap in a pit stop and gain track position if others have had to wait until there was a caution. That's exactly what happened to us in 03 at Sonoma. Was when the pits open, we had to get fuel and tires, but I restarted with 20 something laps to go maybe, and I think I restarted 31st because of so many cars had pitted, essentially short pitted, and we got caught not pitting. And anyway, we still ended up 7th, and that was the first time being that close to a cup win, and I just realized how difficult it was, because at that point I'd won a couple of truck races, 3, I think, the old Bush Series, which became Nationwide Xfinity races, and it just painfully obvious how difficult it is to win a cup race. I mean, not only do you have to have a great team and a great car and do a perfect job behind the wheel, but the stars also needed to be aligned.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is in the Cup Series, and that's what happened with Shane Van Gisbergen last year. He was in the right place at the right time.
Oh, man, was he ever? Yeah, that was something to watch. Yeah. Yes, I'd like to think that a 25 year younger Ron Powers might give SVG a bit of a run, but we can only speculate.
Yeah, Shane at the moment reminds me of you and Marcus Ambrose.
He did a terrific job. That was fun to watch on for the first street race for NASCAR.
Yeah, I personally think that Shane reminds me of you and Marcus Ambrose a little bit.
Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah. Well, I can tell you his footwork is identical. That's exactly how, from not only the right foot braking and heel and toe, but also the use of the clutch pedal. And, downshifting, I always use the clutch pedal and downshifting, again, just to maximize, lower the risk of locking the rear wheels, which was a big thing in the area that I was racing, not only Xfinity and Cup, but the axle hop happens relatively easily, and again that happens when you don't match the RPM from the gear you're into the next gear down, and it's like pulling the handbrake or locking the rear tires, and you get this the axle goes up and down, and essentially it's like locking the rear tires and you spin out. So making sure that you, when you're downshifting using the clutch, you get the RPMs perfectly matched, which also allows you to use more. You can adjust the brake balance, and it allowed me to run more rear brake bias because I was not concerned about rear lockup from making mistakes downshifting.
Oh wow, pretty interesting. So aside from that thing at Sonoma, you competed that year in the American Le Mans class and you won the championship. What was that like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I think I'm trying to think when we won. We ended up winning 3 in a row. I think the first one was 2002, but the heartbreak was the year before, in 2001. We had, through the evolution of development with the Pratt Miller team and Corvette production, the C5 race car was, we started to be 99. We got our feet wet, learned a lot. 2000, got our first 2 wins. We got our first win at Texas, which coincidentally our friends at AER helped make happen. And so win number 1 for Corvette Racing was September 2000 at Texas Motor Speedway on Louisville, early days of Louisville, yes. And then the 4-car won for Le Mans that year, and then we went to, in 2001 was really the breakout year for Corvette Racing. He was one who actually won, not only did he win the GT class at the Olympics 24 Daytona in 01, he also won it overall with the Corvette, and got our first class win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans that year. Numerous sprint sprint races. We won, and we went to Road Atlanta for Petit Le Mans, which is the finale in 2001. And I think we need to do. I think all we had to do was 20 laps or something like that to score enough points to clinch the championship, and the car broke on lap 3.
Oh, gosh.
We won the manufacturers, but we lost the drivers' championship. Yeah, it was heartbreaking, but we managed to win it in 02, 03, and I believe 04. Yeah, I think it was 3, and I think they were all in a row. But yeah, to finally, it was actually, oddly enough, in 2002 at Petit Le Mans, now this one race where you live in Atlanta, we were in a very similar position, having to ensure that we did a small percentage of the race to qualify for enough points to clinch the championship. And I started, and I remember partway through my stint, my crew chief, Bill DeLong, going on the radio and they say, "Hey, congratulations, you are the champion." And based on how they had done the year before, my response was, "Are you sure?" But I will not forget. Anyway, we ended up having that great battle with the Ferrari for the winner. Actually won the class, too. In a great battle. I think we only led. We led very little. It was I think the last 2 laps is when I got the lead. But it was a great win to win it, and just huge. It's winning a championship is it's not easy. It's not supposed to be, but it's just so satisfying to be part of something that you had numerous people involved, all coming together for a common goal, and then to put it all together and not only win 3-hour races, 10-hour races, 12-hour races, and 24-hour races. We did it for an entire season to do enough to win a championship, and just hugely satisfying for that entire Corvette team, all the folks at Pratt Miller, all the work that they put in. Again, we started. When we first started the program in '99, we were not very quick, and just to see that the growth of not only the quality of the C5 race car back then, working with Corvette production and the engineers at Pratt Miller, but just to see it all come together. Because it's about the people, and that's the coolest part, to see everybody so happy and relieved that you get your first win. Now you need more. Now you have to put it all together to win a championship. It's hugely satisfying, and was an absolute honor to be, and a privilege to be part of the Corvette racing and the Pratt Miller team.
It's a great brand, I've heard a lot of good things about Corvette, and Andy Pilgrim drove for them.
Yep. Yes, he was. He was in the 4-car.
Yeah, and aside from that, Dale Jr. offered Pilgrim a ride in his car around the time that Dale Earnhardt, passed away. Dale Jr. did, and then years later, he had Pilgrim drive the road races, I think, at Montreal and Watkins Glen, and I believe Pilgrim came close to winning in Montreal, I believe.
We actually, in 2008, that was my, I drove for Dale Jr. as well. And 2008 was my first time. I and that was in Montreal. We managed to win that one. So it was I think it may have been. I don't remember when Andy was doing that, but that's okay. The winning. And one of the regrets that I have is not winning a cup race for the senior. We came close a number of times, but managed to get. And I just learned this last week that my win at Montreal in 2008 was JR Motorsports' first win. I did not know that.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.